Hey guys, before we're going to start, I just want to say thank you so much for the 5,000 subscribers. I really love you all. Also, it might be like some of these peeps will say that this story that I'm telling is not true. I'm just telling it through my perspective. So if anybody tells it differently, their story might be a little bit true, but like this is how I saw everything. Also, I'm going to be telling things that nobody really knows, or, well, just I'm not going to talk about everything. I'm also going to be talking about friends, but mainly about how I met them, and not how they supported me through everything, because a lot of my friends did help me throughout my depression and stuff. So, I was born in 1999, and I had a mom and a dad. And my mom was like 18 and my dad was 19, and they really loved each other, but then boom, they had a little baby called Nathan, which is, well, me. I was born in a small town called Bornham, and on the 9th of February, they had a little child, which was really great. But the thing was that since my parents were like so young, I was definitely unplanned. They were kind of shocked that my mom was pregnant about me, and they were really scared about what their parents would think. My dad even like wanted to get rid of me as a baby, but at the end, like, they decided to keep me, and I hope they still do not regret that decision till this day, which is good. So I was like, later I was 4 years, and my parents, like, one of them cheated on each other and they were like mad at each other. Till this day, I still do not know. They both have different stories about that, and I don't really care about that anymore as well. They kind of need to figure it out for themselves. But, well, they broke up, and yeah. They still get along though, but they just broke up. So the thing was, since my dad was like a lot busy with finding a new girlfriend and working, he decided to just have like co-parentship, which means I needed to go 1 week to him and 1 week to my mom. But since my dad was so busy, I kind of lived like 1 week at my mom's place, and the second week where I should have gone to my dad, I lived at my grandma's place. So yeah, I kind of switched in between those two peeps mostly, and I saw him in the weekend. Once in 2 weeks, I saw my dad. So the thing was, like, my mom quickly found a new boyfriend, which is now my stepdad. Till this day, they still do love each other, and they got married and stuff, so that's really great, and I'm happy for my mom. So later on, I went to kindergarten school, the first 3 years of my school, and the thing was that I did meet my best friend there called Thresher. Like, in kindergarten, we had like a small group of friends, but he was really the one that I kept in touch with the longest, and, well, we both did like same stuff like gaming on the computer in school, and, you know, we just did like drive bicycles together, although I couldn't really ride the bicycle very well, but we were best friends. I could tell already that we were. So yeah, that was a great thing. So later on, like, I'm 6 years old now. 3 years have passed since then, all 2 years, and my parents decided me to switch schools because the school I was in, they thought it wasn't that great. So I needed to go to a new school, and I needed to leave Thresher behind. I still did talk to him, but not like that much anymore. So yeah, it was kind of weird to have that. So I was like going to my 7 years, still 6 though, and my dad got like a new girlfriend, and she had a newborn baby. And, well, my dad was like, okay, that's nice, but he kind of left me more in the back, and that made me very sad because he didn't really pay attention to me anymore since I was always at my grandma's and my mom's place. So at that time, I actually thought my parents didn't love me anymore. Like, I really had this thing that I was really unsure, and my parents hated me, and I always thought of that till this day, that my parents don't love me anymore for who I was because of that. So it's 7 years, still sad since like I didn't see my dad that much, and well, he is my dad that much. And I found this thing called a PS2. It kind of kept me away from reality, so I played a lot of games such as Crash Bandicoot, Lego Star Wars, and stuff like that. And I was happy. I found a thing called gaming. Now, the thing was that I was happy when I could game, because, like I just said, I could escape reality, and it really had a big distraction of being sad and scared of my father, since he was more busy with, like, not his child, but the child of his girlfriend. So, because I gamed a lot and I didn't really care, my school results were, like, super bad, and I kept getting, like, bad grades. Also couldn't, like, not focus that much, so that was really a bad thing. Now, later on, in school, like, I wasn't the popular kid. Usually I got forced to bully, and if I didn't bully with the bullies, well, I got bullied myself. So yeah, I wasn't really popular. Mostly I was on my own and didn't really have that much friends. But well, I'm 10 years now, and the thing is that, like, my mom and my stepdad, they, well, made a baby. My mom got pregnant, and my stepdad, and, like, they got a little kid called just Malika. Now, the thing was, like, my mom and my stepdad, they were, like, a lot busy with my sister, and the thing was, like, I know that they should be busy with a newborn baby, but after that, they didn't really watch me anymore. And at the beginning, it made me sad and happy, but, like, now it still does make me a little bit sad that she gets more attention than me. And maybe that's fair, but still, I have feelings. So, like, between my 10 and 12 years, nothing much happened, but boom, I was 13 years, and I was going to high school. And this is where I met a good friend. I'm not going to say his real name because he didn't want to, but I met this good friend called, well, Noble. I'm just going to call him Noble. Noble is, well, it was, like, really funny, and we immediately got, like, this good thing with each other, so we became real fast really good friends, and we really laughed a lot together. So at the weekend as well, when I was at my dad's place, well, once in 2 weeks, I found the love of my life. Really, I found the thing that I loved the most, because of my dad, and that thing was a game called World of Warcraft. Because in that game, you could be whoever you wanted to, you could do whatever you wanted, and man, I loved it, because I was like a hero in that game. I was the man people wanted. Like, I had a huge character, it was maximum level, and people were like, wow, you're so good. So at that time, I stopped playing PlayStation, and I got myself a PC, and, well, people were, like, really happy, because I helped them on World of Warcraft. So yeah, years went on, well, not really years went on, but, like, I was a little bit happier, and at school, like, I had Bobble, and, well, we had fun. We really were, like, doing things. We were thinking about, like, how popular we could have been, and we were, like, the comic duo in school, which was amazing. So a little bit later, I was playing, like, Habbo Hotel with, like, a girl called Teeny Blossom. She's, like, my best girly friend now, and we were playing we were in a random room, and suddenly a guy went in, and his name was Timon. And Timon, well, he was, like, a kind of weird person, but, like, later we really became good friends, and after that, well, we started to call every day, and we had, like, fun discussions, and we laughed really a lot. So Timon was, like, one of the gang, and, well, Pinkie Pie as well. I still hear her every day since, well, today and stuff. Till today, I mean. Sorry. But yeah, later on, like, Timon told me that he made videos for YouTube, and I was like, oh, interesting. I want to do that. So that's when I started, like, my first YouTube channel name, which was Kenny McCormick. And I picked that name because I really watched a lot of South Park. And I really loved South Park, and I adored Kenny. So on my channel, I played a lot of World of Warcraft, Minecraft, and CSGO. Or other words, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. So then, like, when I went back to school, at the end of my first high school year, I actually switched schools to a new one because, well, the thing that I followed that year wasn't that great. So me and Babel, we went both to the new school, and we, well, followed like something totally new. So I'm 14 years now, and still sad because of my dad, but, well, I thought, okay, life goes on, I have games, I do YouTube, I have good friends, and I fell in love with the first girl ever. I'm just gonna call her Girl 1. So after 6 months, she cheated on me, sadly enough, with a guy that lived like 4 houses next to me. And to be honest, because of she broke up with me and she was like my first love, I was heartbroken. I really was heartbroken. And like, because I was heartbroken, my school results were even more bad, and I thought like my parents were really disappointed in me, and everything was just going terrible. Because, well, my parents hated me, everybody hated me. I thought everybody was just like against me, and I didn't know what to do. So later, like, I thought, yeah, I need someone to really talk to, and a new friend, and that person was my uncle. My uncle and I, we were like really good friends, but I started smoking at the time because I was so stressed. And my uncle smoked with me, and we were really talking about stuff, secrets that nobody knew about. But at some point, my uncle wasn't like too good, and he was depressed, so he was like, hey, I want to die. And at that moment, I was like shocked, and I didn't know what to do. A few hours later, when he told me that, like, I felt a stomach pain, wait, not a stomach pain, but like a pain in my chest. So I went to the hospital, and I found out that I had a collapsed lung. I've been into the hospital for 1 week, and, well, the thing was, like, when they told me my lung was collapsed, and they told me, like, hey, yo, your lung, it will, like, never recover, and it will remain like this, and you will have pain until, well, the rest of your life. So your breathing problems will, like, still go backwards. So at that point, I actually didn't care. Sadly enough, I kept smoking, and I kept doing whatever, and I was like, okay, well, you know, stupid lung, I'm still gonna smoke. So I'm almost 15 at that time. I was watching some TV at home, and like my mom ran down the stairs, and she was screaming, and she was in panic, and she told me, like, your uncle is dead, and he killed himself. So everybody was in panic. We thought we could have saved him, but the thing was he hanged himself, and he killed himself, sadly enough. At that point, when that happened, everybody was depressed. I was depressed, my mom was depressed, my stepdad was depressed. But I always thought that it was my fault, because he was like the guy that told me that he wanted to die, and I always blamed myself for that, because I never could have done anything. I was 14, so I didn't know what to do when he told me. So the thing was, I also couldn't really talk about it to anyone. When I talked about it to my mom, she was like too sad as well to really talk about it, so I had legit no one to talk about it, like, of what happened and of what I was going through, because they were kind of going through the same. So that led me to like more smoking, more sadness, more like stress, and I was really lost because of everything. So I'm 15 years now, and the thing is, like, school was still going bad. I needed to change another school, so I went back to the school where I went to in my first school, high school year, because I thought, well, maybe it will be different now. Bubble didn't come with me though. So there was this like good day where we all needed to meet each other and do activities, and I was like put it with a random class, and I was sitting next to another girl. I'm gonna call her girl 2. And we fell in love with each other like real fast. I thought she was like a light point in my life because I really loved her and I literally would do anything for her when I saw her. I never was in love with anyone like her. But the thing was, like, after a year, or maybe like less, like 1 month even, she cheated on me for the first time. She was like, yeah, well, I'm sorry, but I love this other guy, and, well, sorry, just sorry, I don't love you anymore. And she broke up with me. Like, 2 or 3 weeks later, she came back to me, and I was like, oh, yes, finally, that's good that you see you're mistaken, but she was like, forgive me, and I'm sorry that I did that, and please take me back. And I was like, yeah, of course, like, I love you so much, and I'm gonna take you back. So, yeah, few months later, after that, she cheated on me again, and again. Like, we always went back together, and she cheated on me again, and she did that like 5 times. So I was even more broken because my uncle died, my parents didn't love me, and she broke up with me 5 times, and I was so depressed, I wanted to die. So I started cutting myself, but on my leg, because I never wanted to cut my wrists, because I always thought it would have hurt too much. So I just cut my legs a lot. So it was not like obvious as well that I did cut myself. But that wasn't like the only thing. I also like attempted to kill myself a couple of times, because, well, I was not okay. But luckily, I got through that. So at that time, I've reached like 100 subs on my Kenny McCormick account, and somebody commented, hi, nice video. And I was like, oh, a comment? I do not get that much of comments. But the person who commented was like one of my other beloved friends, which till this day I speak to him a lot, and some of you guys might know him as well, but his name is Willie. And I was like, I went to him and I said like, hey, are you the one that commented on my video? And I was like, yeah. So now we're like, we started, well, we started to become friends, and well, till this day we still are good friends. So later on, like, the school year was over, and I went to a part school, part working kind of thing, because like my school grades were just still super bad. My parents said, okay, you know what, just do anything with working. So my PC died at that time, and I bought a PS4. And the thing was, like, I was amazed by PS4. So I found out you could stream on it. And that was when I found out that I wanted to, like, stream a lot on YouTube. So through years, like, I had a couple of channels. One was like, the first one was Kenny McCormick. Then I had Kenny MC, which was a Dutch channel. Then I had like GGK3 Game channel, which was also a Dutch channel. It was like with a kind of group of people that I did that. And then I thought, no, I want something new. I want Skull Drain. So a little bit later on in that year, I still was texting like girl 2, that girl that cheated on me a couple of times, and she was like, yeah, I got a girl you could hook up with and maybe be together with, and I hooked up with that girl, and she was like, nah, meh. But in the background I was like this other girl, and we fell in love. The first sight, we fell in love, and it was crazy. So we talked a lot on Facebook, and 1 month later, well, we were together, and well, a month after that, we broke up. because, well, the thing was, girl 2 had been telling stuff to girl 3, which was actually Skelett for a long time, and that's why she broke up with me. So I'm 17 now, and well, she talked again back to me on Facebook, and after that we meted immediately, and me and Skelett were back together. Because I explained everything that girl 2 told me, and that girl 2 told her, and well, she believed me, and we were together. So when I was 18, after that, like when I was 17, not that much happened, but I was 18, and that was the best year so far for me. Like, I quitted immediately school because, well, grades. And I started working on a company called Perna. And on Perna, I was just like, changing my clothes in the locker when I heard a voice saying, "Excuse me." I was like, what is that? So I looked around and I see this like friendly dude, and he was like, "Hey, where can I put my clothes here? Because I don't know where I need to place them." And it turned out to be that guy is called Random Sony. And well, he's really a good friend. So at first we were like work buddies, because we used to work at the same place, but later on we turned out to be like really great friends. So a little bit later on, I'm still 18, and the thing was, like, I always, like, wanted to marry Skelett, and I proposed to her, and, well, she said yes. So I was so happy that I could have married her, and that everything went as I wanted it to be, because, yeah. Also had like a dream to entertain people, because a lot of people laughed when I, well, did stupid things and jokes, so I became a clown and a magician, and I called myself Clown Nanny. The thing was, I really liked it, and I still do these things till today, to entertain peeps as a clown or a magician. At that point, Skull Drain also got 500 subscribers, and I was like, whoa, this is special. I never thought I could have gotten 500 subs. Also in that year, I had like this camp called Culture Camp, and I met this girl called Han, or Hanna in Dutch. Hannah and me are like, till today, also best friends. She, well, is just amazing. We helped each other out like a lot, and well, I just met her through the camp. At first, she was like a little bit scared of me because I was weird. But like after that, she was like, "Hey, you're a cool guy," and I was like, "Yeah, you're a cool girl." And boom, we've gotten so close with each other, and we hang out a lot. So I really do like her as a really good friend. So I'm 19 now, and at that period of time, I was like really unsure and really sad because I always would have think that Skelett would cheat on me. I told her, but she always said like, "No, I won't do that, and I will love you forever." So, well, that it made me feel better, but like mostly I was sad, and I thought she would have do that. So yeah, at that point, Skull Drain has, well, gotten new friends, and I gotten so many new peeps to the channel, like Drew and like Nacho, Flying Banana, Cotton the Bunny, and so much more people. So I really want to say thank you to you all for that, and for being really good YouTube friends. Sorry if I didn't mention your name, but well, it is the truth. I really love each and all of you. Besides that, like in my 19 years old, not that much didn't happen. In my 20th years, like, my dad got a new girlfriend, and that was like a good thing because I liked her a little bit more. But most important, Skull Drain got like 1,000 subs, which was like a goal that was amazing for me. So I'm 21 now, and we were celebrating like my birthday party, and Skelett was there, and some of Skelett Drain's friends were there. It was like a huge party, but that night she cheated on me on my birthday, and I didn't know at first, but she broke up with me like a couple of days later. She said we had too much of a fight, but later I found out she cheated on me. At first I was broken, I was down and I was lost. I didn't know what to do and I felt so bad because I thought it was my fault and I, well, also got a mental disease because of that, so I went crazy a little bit. The thing was, the mental disease I got was pseudo-bubbler effect. The thing is, like, when you have that, it is caused by getting too much stress. It's a mental disease, and it's when you can't stop laughing uncontrollably when it comes up. If you don't know what this is actually, well, you can compare it to the Joker, and, well, I was just getting overstressed and sad, and I was really broken for a long time. I still am, kinda-ish. So, besides that as well, like, I don't know, how am I feeling right now? Still sad, but it's just because of my friends that I am getting better and I am feeling better at some point, and just because of people like you. Because you guys also keep me back on the happy path and make me laugh again and make me have purpose in life, since I lost purpose for, well, a long time. I had much ups and downs in my life, but, well, at the end, it's really peeps like you and peeps like my friends that make me go back happy again. So am I feeling good right now? No, I'm not. And I'm still sad. But it's gonna be okay, I guess. And it will get better at some point. And I will smile again. But for now, oh well, I'm just gonna keep it like this. I am happy at some points, but most of the time, like off camera, I'm really depressed. But well, that's things that you don't really see. So we got 5,000 subs, guys. I really want to still say thank you. And well, the bond with my dad is the thing that I forgot to say. It actually got a lot better since he got his new wife, because they got married. But yeah, this was Draw on My Life video. I hope you enjoyed. Give a like and subscribe for more. And don't forget, guys, I love you with my whole heart. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.